So that's gonna be
With the stream in the background running.
I believe Settbooster is gonna run the road that Bolt.
Oh no, it's the restream. Huh, interesting. Okay, so I hope the echo gets fixed, because right now we're somehow picking up ourselves. I think it's fixed already. Alright, we're going. Siegewell on the right, Settbooster on the left. Settbooster having some troubles with the first door, understandably. At least it wasn't locked. Like, usually it's locked for Captain, for example. No, I'm just joking. Sometimes it just happens if you rush to the door that you don't pick up the key, and that's an issue. I feel like Settbooster is having issues with his controls because he's running from left to right and hitting things. Not sure. I hope he's fine. Alright, Siegewell.
Sure hope so, yeah.
Yeah. Siegewell doing the firebomb strat on Asylum, which is faster than what is Settbooster doing. Settbooster will just fight him normally with the... I believe he started with the Hunter class,
Yeah,
so
with
it
the
will be the
Hunters.
shot. Yeah, it will be the short
Do
sword.
the short sword version where you do a plunge attack on top of the Asylum Demon, which already deals half its HP, and then you just whack away on the wrist.
Yeah. Still, like, I think 10 seconds or something slower than... No, wait, the Thief route with firebombs is like 15 seconds faster than normal Hunter Asylum start. Not sure how it compares to Firebomb Hunter start. Right. Settbooster seems somewhat nervous because he has some movement issues. Got hit by the boulder, but it can happen. It's his first tournament and he's really new to Dark Souls speedrunning. I think he started like, what, 1 month ago or something like that?
Yeah, he's really new to this whole stuff.
Meanwhile, Siegewell is a veteran Dark Souls runner. He has been running all bosses, Force Quit, any percent. He ran basically everything except maybe
All
like,
achievements.
the really long roads, like all the achievements are recently 100%. He's much more experienced, and he currently is, I believe, 5th place on the leaderboards. Meanwhile, Settbooster is... I don't actually know. Much slower. Not to be mean, but just that's how the first round of this tournament is paired up.
Yeah, so Siegewell is gonna go for the Undead Merchant snipe soon, I believe.
I think so too, yeah.
He will set his camera up in a way that he can throw 2 firebombs over to the merchant, which I will actually don't see, just have to believe that there's a merchant there.
Yeah.
That he will kill with 2 throws to receive the residence key. He needs to free a magic merchant down in the lower Undead called Crix.
Yeah, now he's doing lower Undead Berg skip, which actually caused some difficulties for other participants of this race, because if you slightly mess it up, I mean, he's really experienced. If you slightly mess it up, then you can somewhat bounce off the wall on this... Oh, sorry. Somewhat bounce off the wall on the side and fall off too early, for example.
Yeah, he is gonna go pick up the Mail Breaker here. In this game, when you use melee, so basically every route besides Gravel Mage, you want to pick up a thrusting weapon. Settbooster will do it with a rapier, probably. Here? Oh, no, he doesn't actually.
I think he's picking up the S-Stock later on.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think he's going for normal Drake Sword, Gargoyles, and then going to Quelaag. I think.
Well, I am not sure how Settbooster's road looks, but.
Never mind. He's gonna.
Now.
Yeah. I should have known that actually because I watched the stream in preparation. I just forgot about it somewhat. Alright, meanwhile Siegewell freed Griggs, got the Mailbreaker, and is now on his way to Taurus Demon, gonna pick up the Gold Pine Resin, which I believe every route is picking up for early bosses,
Yeah.
especially Taurus, because it's just so convenient.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage on top of your normal weapon to Taurus, who's actually really tanky if you would fight him normally with a +0 weapon.
Yeah, it's a
But
much more
Cloud9 resin,
difficult.
it's a lot. Oh, Settbooster missing the bomb on the dock here. Has to get
Yeah.
out for safety.
He also used a normal firebomb. I think he bought that at
Yeah,
the
he bought them
merchant.
from the merchant.
Interesting. I didn't know they one-hit the dogs as well, but that's really convenient for him. He's gonna utilize them later on for stuff like Bed of Chaos and probably... what else? I'm not actually sure. He's gonna utilize them later on. I think there's a reason why he bought 7 of them.
Most likely.
I
So
sure hope
Siegewell
so.
had no problems with Taurus Demon. There's a really consistent strategy with the shots up. You can stagger him, and then the boss really doesn't pose a threat at all. There's the Sears mainly for timing. So he knows when he can go on the bridge again without getting damaged. And now he'll cut the tail. There's 3 attacks of the resin up, shots out for the Drake sword.
Not going for the half a second faster mail breaker. Running attack R1.
I can completely understand that, because you actually have to, like, it can happen that you just miss one R1 and you're behind the tail, and then it's really weird to hit it.
Yeah, also the mail break has a very short range, which makes it even more difficult than, for example, with the rapier or S-Stock, if you were to use that. Alright, same thing coming up on Settbooster's side. He's picking up the gold pine resin, going for Taurus. Backstep for good measure.
Siegewell actually going through the church, saving that 1 sweet second, because he will do Sense Gate Skip instantly and take the parish bonfire in the death cam, I guess. So in Sense Gate Skip, you parry an enemy close to a death cam without getting hit by the kill box. If you do it right, which he does here. So he gets a death cam, but he doesn't get killed by the kill box, which is right next to it. And in the death cam, certain assets of the game won't load in. For example, the Sense Gate door, which is why this skip is called Sense Gate Skip, because you can just walk through the door as if it wasn't there, which it actually isn't, because it's not loaded. And go into Sense Pockets.
Also, Settbooster using an interesting technique, mostly utilizing R2s for Taurus Demon. I'm not sure if he feels more comfortable with it or what is the cause for that, but I mean, he killed them without a lot of issues and now is onwards going to the Drake Sword. Healing up here for probably safety reasons, because sometimes you just can't make the run to the right there, and if you get hit by the dragon, that is pretty much an insta-kill, I think.
So I think he bought large arrows because he wants to kill the crossbow archer. He doesn't feel comfortable with cutting the tail with it alive.
Okay, first time I've seen that in a race. I can understand it. If the problem is when you are trying to hit the dragon tail, you can actually be blocked by an arrow. You can get hit and then miss the tail, for example, and the dragon jumps up. Oh,
Just picked up an item that he didn't want to do it, but useful if so he should survive.
yeah. He actually pressed A way too early. That's an issue that can happen there. A lot of items on the bridge, and if you press A too early, your character just stops and picks it up. Meanwhile, Siegewell making his way through Sense Fortress.
I was surprised for a second until I remember that he's running ESM, so he doesn't set up RTSR there.
Yeah, he doesn't have RTSR right now.
Yeah, so the Iron Golem fight for Siegewell will be very interesting, because the Drakesword Iron Golem fight without RTSR is somewhat Clown Fiesta.
Yeah, it's a slightly too long fight, so a lot of RNG can happen.
Yeah.
Also, if you don't get I would consider it the perfect starting attack, the foot stomp from the Iron Golem, then he can do some weird stuff where he slides around, or you actually have to dodge something. Interesting, Settbooster playing online. Huh.
Oh,
That's usually not the case with speedruns, because you want to prevent messages displayed on the bottom, for example, or other player interaction. Let's hope he doesn't get screwed by any of those messages.
yeah, which can easily happen in some places. So Siegewell will try to get the Iron Golem to fall. For that he has to deal 400 damage, I believe.
Yes,
Underneath
below
the
the
knee
knee.
to
Yeah.
stagger him, and then another 200, so he falls up,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
And that, in a way, like he has to stagger the golem in a way that he faces the void where he will fall down into. Like that, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That should easily be a falling Iron Golem, which obviously saves killing all the rest of the health bar off.
Yeah, but as you saw, it's somewhat of a problem, because you might sometimes only hit him once with the running attack, or run past him because he turns around at that moment. It's not nearly as consistent as the fight with RTSR.
Yeah, Settbooster having some trouble with swapping the tracks out for the gargoyles here.
Yeah, good thing he quit out there, because you have, I think, 2 attempts if you don't make it on the ladder until the Hollows is actually behind you, and if they
And
are
now you
blocked,
got it.
yeah, that's really good. Okay, Siegewell actually taking the safety bonfire. I did a race yesterday with him, and he forgot to take the safety bonfire in that one, so I think he learned from it.
Oh, you got punished for it.
He actually didn't, but he was very nervous about it.
It was an interesting choice to R2 there by Settbooster. Didn't really get anything out of it, I feel.
I hope he's getting somewhat nervous, and he's quitting out. Probably the right decision.
Yeah, at that moment you might just get fire breathed into the wall. There's
Yeah.
no escape.
He was pretty much, as you said, at the wall, both gargoyles right next to him, one breathing fire, the other one trying to hit him with the halberd.
So now you want to stagger the first gargoyle before the second one appears, which he got now. That should be an easy kill here.
Yeah, that's the perfect first kill, I would say.
And now the second one shouldn't pose much of a threat to him.
Actually getting the pink helmet brings him good luck, probably. Siegewell making it past the rafters without any issues.
Didn't go for an armor plus. I'm not a fan of that, but probably the right decision in a race.
I mean, it does save like, what, 1 or 2 seconds?
Yeah, 1 second.
But if you have to quit out, it's way worse in RTA, because you lose another extra, like, 5? Probably 6
Probably
seconds.
a little bit more, because, well... Yeah, it's just not worth to go for it, but...
Yeah.
So, Settbooster is gonna ring the first bell. I believe he's gonna do quantity storage, so he needs to ring both bells before that.
I think
I'll
he's
talk
also
to our
going
friend.
for RTSR, isn't he? He's not going for RTSR, interesting. He's going for, it seems... wait, what does he do?
Oh, maybe I just realized he forgot something.
Oh,
Yep,
I think
it seems like it.
Yeah. He does have to buy the weaponsmith box and arrows, usually. Wait. Oh god, I hope he doesn't forget it. He might buy it later? He has to go for quantity storage, doesn't he?
Yeah, pretty sure he wants to. But...
Oh, also scary moment for Siegewell, because Gargoyle is actually blocking him. That's really unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, what Siegewell will try to do, I don't know if he can get it with that time loss, is
Yeah, I
to
don't
quit
think so.
out before the elevator is in final position.
Oh, that might have worked.
Really, really close. Because
Yeah.
if you quit out early enough on the bridge, you will be up there, but the elevator will stay down.
Oh,
And
he
he got
managed
it.
to get it. Nice.
Good job. So he doesn't have to get elevated down later when he runs from Kunlun to the Painted World.
To be fair, it only saves like probably 5 or 6 seconds in RTA, because you do the quit out, but it's still very nice to get. Meanwhile, Settbooster making his way. I think he got confused where to go, and now he's on his way to pick up RTSR.
He's on the right track again.
Yeah. As we said, he's somewhat inexperienced, and it's just normal that you mess up sometimes. It's completely fine, and I'm still very happy that he is confident enough to participate in this tournament, because a lot of people probably wouldn't do that.
That's true.
So you have to give him respect for that.
So now it's gonna be interesting if the knight is nice to him.
Oh god, oh god,
I might have decided to quit out there.
oh god, oh god, this Black Knight,
That's
terrible.
super scary.
Oh,
and he got past. Oh, that was super scary for him.
Yeah, indeed.
But he made it, so let's go.
Siegewell also thinking about the second Peach Bonfire right there before picking up the Dragon Tooth, because ONS can definitely impose an issue.
Nice backstep there.
Probably wanted to do a second roll and
So
just
Settbooster
didn't.
is currently picking up 2 items that are really nice for speedrun. One being the Cross Crest Shield, which is a shield that gives passive stamina regeneration while equipped. And now he's going to make his way to the Red Tearstone Ring, which is a really good ring that boosts your damage by like 50 to 150%, something like that. If you are below 20% health.
The Red Tearstone Ring increases your damage by 50% after defenses of the enemy. So if you were to do like, let's say 1000 damage, enemy has 20% resistances, you would normally do 800 damage, but with RTSR you do 1200 damage, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it boosts your damage by a lot, let's ignore that.
Yeah.
You really want to have it?
RTSR is just very convenient in speedruns.
Yeah. You also want to...
Can I just jump in with one thing, because Siegewell actually talked to me about this. He's wearing the Hunter set and has healed to full before the fight. Because of this, you can actually take every attack Smo has, even the electro butt slam thing he has, and don't die in one hit if you have full health and the Hunter set. And since he has mid-roll anyways right now, he can go for that. Also, that was really scary.
I managed to get it.
Yeah.
It's honest down first try.
Nice. Meanwhile, Settbooster easily getting Sensegate skip, which is really nice because that sometimes is an issue for newer players. But he got it first try, so no worries there. Siegewell managing not to quit out at that door. I feel like that's gonna be an issue for a lot of more experienced runners because you're just so used to quitting out everything.
So Siegewell receiving the Lord Vessel, which will make him able to warp between certain bonfires. Which is also very convenient. Plus you needed enemies to finish the game.
Chat doing theory crafting about any percent because you actually have to fight ONS without RTSR and current any percent. And apparently Kamul confirmed just now that you can actually do this safety strategy if you equip all the thief armor. Oh, Settbooster getting hit. Oh, and he landed at the bottom.
Yeah, I think he landed down there. That's kind of really bad for him.
I hope he knows the way back. Or he could just bone back, I guess. That might be faster by now. If he doesn't know the way, he should probably bone back. Yeah, I think he's gonna bone back. Yeah, that's definitely the much safer.
Probably the right decision there, yeah. So, Siegewell making his way to Gargoyles now.
Oh, also, we haven't talked about move swap yet. I think most of the chat
Yeah,
will be.
he only touched it.
Yeah. So I think most of chat will be familiar with it, but move swap is when you convert some attacks, for example running attack or backstab attack, of your right hand weapon to your left hand weapon. This is possible by doing, for example, a jump or a roll and trying to two-hand a bow in your left hand. While the animation of the roll/jump still plays out, the input you gave, the two-handing of the bow, is stored. The game will remember to do that after the roll is finished. So while the roll plays out, you can then exchange the bow, for example, for the Dragon Tooth, which is used in this route, and Dragon Tooth will be two-handed in your left hand. Otherwise, you can't two-hand quote-unquote normal weapons in your left hand.
That was actually a really good explanation.
Thanks. It's somewhat difficult to explain this because as a speedrunner you're somewhat used to it, but explaining this isn't actually done too often. You read about it and then get the general gist of it and just practice it. But actually, I don't know. Explaining it isn't that easy.
Well, you certainly did a good job there. So Settbooster made his way back into Zen's Fortress after a little bit of trouble with Zen's Gate Skip. And meanwhile, Siegewell talked to the merchant he freed earlier at the start of the game to receive some spells, and he jumps.
Oh, that's
wrongly.
Unfortunate.
So from the merchant he received first the sorcerer stuff to cast sorceries, a ring to boost the damage of sorceries, which will come in very handy later on in the game, and 2 spells, I believe, the Fall Control and the Great Heavy Soul Arrow. And Fall Control is used for a lot of time saves when you plunge down somewhere or quit out, because Fall Control is a spell that cancels fall damage unless it's lethal. Or if you quit out at a frame where you're dying on the ground while you have Fall Control on, you can even survive lethal falls, because when you load back in you will respawn at the bottom where you know you would have died.
Yeah, that's caused by the game first saving your location and then calculating if the fall was actually lethal. And you have a split second, well, a bit more than a split second.
Yeah.
You have like half a second or something like that, where you can actually quit out.
Siege learning stuff about the game.
Yeah, Siegewell showing off his character in depth, maybe making it easier for other people to learn this route.
Yeah, he's kind to make his way to the Stray Demon now. In order to get the Peculiar Doll, which gives him access to the Painted World, and in the Painted World he wants to get the Red Sign Soapstone, which he will use with Crypt Slot Manipulation, so we explain that when we get there, to, well, Crypt Slot Manipulate the RTSR.
Yeah. Oh, he has a hollow in this fight. Oh, and he just died. Because that can be somewhat dangerous if you don't use RTSR for this fight and you didn't upgrade the Dragon Tooth yet. The fight is somewhat long and hollows can actually drop down to the ceiling. So there's no fog gate for whatever reason in this fight. Oh, actually getting hit by the explosion, that's dangerous.
Luckily, quite a somehow, and he healed up before it dropped down.
Yeah. And I think he managed to kill him now. The R1 finish.
Oh, first he didn't want to do a roll attack, and then he tried to do a running attack. Didn't quite get it, but I guess it works out too.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Settbooster taking the safety bonfire before Iron Golem, because I think it's just a good thing to do. You can either mess up RTSR setup, for example, or...
Nice.
Oh,
Siegewell showing off his insane technique of duping the bow of the parry animation while parrying the Black Knight that tries to kill him.
Nice, that's... He tried to show it off yesterday and just died, so seeing it today is quite nice.
And now he's gonna do a Crypt Slot Manipulation actually. He will overload his inventory by buying a pike that weighs the same as 999 pikes. I would like to explain how this works, but I have no idea.
Okay, I can attempt to explain it. I'm not really good at it, so please forgive me for any mistakes. But so usually your character doesn't have a limited number of items it can pick up. You can pretty much pick up every item in the game without being overloaded. But they still had the system of inventory overloading in the game back. They used it in Demon Souls, but somewhat kept it in Dark Souls, from what I understood. So you can still overload your inventory with this technique, buying 999 pikes, because they weigh like 12 or something like that, and 999 times 12 is enough for the for your inventory to overload. Okay.
And then the inventory is just super confused. And that allows for a few funny things. Like you can equip pants on your head, for example.
Yeah, it's... I'm really sorry about it, but I can't really explain the rest because it's kind of confusing and I never did it. Not sure.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. If you want an in-depth explanation, check out the Speed Souls wiki.
Yeah.
Just gonna plug that here.
The only thing that I know is that, for example, the Red Sign Soapstone that Siegewell is about to pick up has the same item number than RTSR, which makes it able to exchange, or rather, he equips the Red Sign Soapstone in the ring slot, which then makes it have the properties of the RTSR.
Yeah, it's super weird, but it works. So
yeah, and it only works with some items. So yeah, it's currently used in the fastest route we know of, which is updated Swordle Mage. It uses a... Oh, and you just saw it. He had the question mark dialogue there, which is caused when you use...
thanks Mr. Broad for putting the link in chat.
Yeah, just read what Mr. Brute just posted, because that's probably way more sensible than what we are trying to do here since like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Seatwell coming up at a Undead Dragon fight, which he first needs to get the Dragon Scale to update his, upgrade his Dragon Tooth. And also, you can just walk past it to the boss, which is convenient.
Yeah, this is a really scary fight for new players, because you have such a limited amount of time to actually execute all the running attacks.
Doesn't forgive any mistakes there.
Yeah, it's quite dangerous. He's also going for the manly strategy at Priscilla, shooting her with a bow and then doing the move swap in the fight, which is a bit more scary, but for an experienced player like him, it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, the reason why you even want to do that is because, well, as you can see, Priscilla goes invisible, but the arrow he shoots stays visible, so he knows where she is. And he couldn't strafe that attack.
I'm not sure if he wanted to roll it or if he wanted to risk another running attack. That's really unfortunate, though.
Quite work out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little bit of time loss for him.
He also did the Romanian shaky cam to express his denial of the situation. Probably saying, "Oh my dog." And now we will continue. Also, let's get back to Settbooster, because he is currently making his way to the... Oh, wow, Siegewell dying to the hollows. I'm not sure how many souls he had, if that's gonna be an issue for him.
He might have to dupe a few times. I think he at least used a soul while waiting for the death animation of the Undead Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna get the Priscilla soul, which is worth 12,000, I think? Something along those lines, so should be fine, but still, it's scary to set up this RTSR. Because if both hollows hit you with the jumping attack, then you're just dead like you saw him. Also, Settbooster meanwhile took the bonfire before Gwendolyn, just like Siegewell, and leveled up the needed stats for Dragontooth, which is 27 strength in this case, and then I think he leveled up some endurance, not sure if he leveled up 22, and 10 intelligence to be able to talk to Griggs, I assume.
And the merchant that sells the spells actually doesn't even talk to you if you have less than 10 intelligence, because you're too dumb for him basically.
Also, Captain, the current world record holder of all bosses and any percent and Foursquare and you name it, just mentioned that you shouldn't do the Pants RTS setup that Siegewell just did because it's just very risky in a race.
Yeah, now Siegewell has trouble finding Viscilla, but he got it.
Yeah.
Like, a huge part of the arena is, as you can see, covered in snow, and that's actually a really neat mechanic for the boss fight, where you can see the footprints of the boss and determine the location based on that.
Yeah.
It's also quite fortunate that in a speedrun you have hard-hitting weapons there, because she actually stays invisible if you hit her, but don't stagger her.
Yeah. That's really unfortunate if you do a casual playthrough and use something like a dexterity-based weapon. Settbooster having issues with the Silver Knight, it's really... oh, wow.
He does fall off. Okay,
right.
that is lucky for him.
Yeah. That Silver Knight, the whole Anolono segment can be difficult to learn the speedrun ways of, because there's just so much that can kill you, even though it just looks like running for 3 minutes straight. But there are multiple things that want to kill you in that.
So, Siegewell at Gwendolyn, which is a really annoying boss to fight in a speedrun. Because how fast you kill him mainly depends on what attacks he decides to give you. Like that attack he just gave with the multiple orbs, you can't punish. But the power attack he does right now, that's the perfect one you want to get to him.
Yeah, it was definitely a solid fight.
Yeah, it could went way worse, definitely. So, Settbooster actually picking up the Havel set.
Yeah. The magic orb hit Siegewell took in that fight is actually you do that on purpose to set up RTSR. You wear the hunter armor, have base vitality, and then you're fine. Interesting. Settbooster already attempting to move swap the Dragontooth after picking it up straight away. Maybe he has issues with the Silver Knight. I would definitely understand that.
It might be that it just goes for non-RTSR honest at that point.
I think he has to calm himself down a bit, because failing move swap a couple of times back to back can be harsh on your confidence.
That's true, yeah.
In a perfect world, you just don't think too much about it. He also might want to unequip Dragon Sword he has right now in his right hand. Oh, he's doing the backup Havel Armor rolling strat. I hope he just...
Yeah, at some point it actually becomes more difficult with it. To do that with Fat Roll, because you're always too fast. But it might just work out for him, let's see. Yeah,
I think he got it. Right. Alright, so you can unequip armor while having move swap on. You can't unequip weapons, because then you would get rid of the move swap for some reason. So picking up that armor is a good safety measure for him, to just be able to have a backup strategy if move swap doesn't work out in his first try. But that was a smart decision.
So, Siegewell making his way to the Hydra, which is not actually a boss, but you still need to kill the Hydra to gain access to the DLC. And it also drops a nice ring. that is used for quite a bit of RTSR setups because it halves your max HP. So we're gonna do a really sick gravity RTSR setup there, as you saw. But it just needs that the weight he has to get enough fall damage to get into the RTSR range. And there he attempted to do a plunge fall control, which is a decently new discovered technique where you can cancel the fall damage by plunging a slope on the way down, as you can see here.
And
It's a
Siegewell,
little bit faster than, especially at the airways, than the fall control quit out.
yeah, and I think Siegewell was one of the runners that was most excited about this and went on to just plunge pretty much every part of the game
Yeah.
to test things. Also, I see people asking about move swap. Move swapping is when you exchange your left hand weapon. Wait, let me try that again. You have a bow in your left hand and you have a thrusting weapon like the mail breaker in this example in your right hand weapon. With move swap you are able to give the left hand weapon, which would be Dragon Tooth in this case, the moveset of your right hand weapon. But only for running attacks and backstab and rolling attacks, not normal R1s or...
Yeah, for any attack the bow doesn't have, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Plunging Norwegian.
So
No
meanwhile,
way.
Settbooster actually got by ONS pretty quick.
Oh, Siegewell actually going for the faster golem kill, even though it's somewhat scary.
I guess you will go for Qualak now? In a Settbooster case?
Most likely, I think. Yeah,
So
he
you
should
can-
go
Yeah, he probably goes for Qualak to get there
get the fab ring
and be able to quench the storage of our
Oh.
friend.
maybe we should explain that and not call it just fab ring. There's a ring in the game that's called Ring of Favor and Protection. That's why we have this short version of it. And it gives you 20% more vitality, stamina, and equipment load, which is pretty huge for like any form of playthrough of this game. And you can get it by killing Lordrek, the Golden Knight you can see on the left right now.
Yeah, so with a little bit of trouble kicking him in the right directions. Should work out now, so. I believe he doesn't even pick up the fab ring in this road.
No, he doesn't have to right now.
Yeah, he just kills Lordrek for now, because if you don't kill Lordrek right there, he will kill the Firekeeper of the Firelink shrine, and then the bonfire will be unusable. So basically it's law decisions. We are law stream now.
Yeah.
Law reasons, I mean.
Alright, Siegewell currently fighting Sif, which can be somewhat dangerous because he has mid-roll right now. And
Yeah.
if Sif jumps around too much, you can get chip damage just like that. And if he jumps around too much, you can actually die to him. But Siegewell making quick work of him. Nicely done.
Let's see if Settbooster actually does the fall control stretch down the blade down, or if he goes for the normal blade down drop on the elevator.
I think he's going for the normal. Never mind.
Never mind, last second decision.
Alright.
We'll do the fall control quit out there, which is really fancy actually.
Yeah. And it is
Ooh.
Siegewell missing Lordrek with his first punch. I think that was on purpose. He didn't do a kick and then just didn't want to hit him.
Yes. So Siegewell here quits out because he wants the fab ring right away. Doesn't want to wait until later.
Yeah.
So he quits out so it appears on the ground and he can just pick it.
Also something interesting to mention about Siegewell's route is that right now he is gonna equip the fab ring, the Ring of Favor and Protection, and he still has the ESM version of RTSR, so he can't unequip that. He's gonna do most of the bosses now with this ring setup, just using the Ring of Favor and Protection and RTSR.
Oh, he will equip it after 4 kings, because
Well, yeah, okay.
you need the Covenant of Artorias to not die in the Abyss.
That's true.
Also because of lore reasons. There's a lot of lore reasons in this speedrun.
What? Is he going for the manly move swap in the fight? Probably. I guess.
I mean, you can still move swap on there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Settbooster is currently entering Quelaag. Boss fight shouldn't be too much of an issue. I think it's 6 hits, something like that. Oh god, he's caught in the lava.
Oh god, what the... Okay, that was an interesting lava hitbox, but it didn't die, so...
And she does the butt explosion, that's... Oh man, that's... It's...
And a normal
unfortunate
explosion
RNG.
right away.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate RNG.
Quelaag RNG right there.
It's
Just
almost
missed the jump attack.
almost as
Butt
bad.
explosion yet again.
Yeah, it's almost as bad as, like, I don't know, Capitain's luck on Quelaag. At least it's not force quit, because then he would be dead by now.
Well, Siegewell dodging the crab, really fancy by running around the king.
Yeah.
And you actually have enough damage to beat the 4 kings fight by just killing 2 of them. Because you can damage a king while he's dying. That allows you with enough damage to kill only 2 kings and deplete the health bar of all 4.
Yeah, because for some reason you can see the health bar at the bottom. That's for the combined bosses, and each of the 4 kings has their own health bar, of which, when it is depleted, they despawn. But you can deal damage to them even after the health bar is depleted. So that's why 2 kings is possible in this route.
Yeah, that makes really cool shenanigans with the 4 kings. Because you can fight like 2 kings, 3 kings, 4 kings, 5 kings, up to, I think, 11 limit breaker or something like that.
I'm not sure.
Well, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot more than 4, definitely.
I'm not quite sure why Settbooster just got the... Oh, he's buying the weaponsmith box and the arrows.
Yeah, I guess he either realized or he just always does it like that he needs the bottomless box.
Oh, he bought the... Wait, he only bought the...
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, obviously has the bottomless box already bought from the undead merchant.
Yeah, but the... Oh, he doesn't buy the weaponsmith box because he's going for magic now. Oh. He didn't pick up the dragon scale, so he has to go for magic. I think. I'm not sure.
Maybe?
Most likely.
Settbooster of the road is somewhat of a mystery test.
Yeah.
But let's see what he
I mean, it's
comes up with.
understandable. If you start with running Dark Souls, especially all bosses, I think everyone agrees that you can just customize the route how you like it and how it works out for you. Because
for sure.
If you're learning the game in first 2 to 3 months, you're definitely not competing against the top 20 or 30 people. Not even close. So, unless you run any % force quit, because no one runs that. But I don't recommend starting with that. I did it, and...
was fine.
I mean, I got the sub 22.
Pocket.
Right,
Siegewell will kill the crystal golem here for the broken pendant, which is the key you need to get into the DLC. And that golem only drops that pendant if you killed the Hydra in Free Dusk before, which he obviously did. Just in case anyone here was wondering how to get to the DLC, because it's really kind of hidden. And now he's gonna make his way to one of the harder skips in the game. So you get really consistent at somewhat fast, but it's hard to learn. The Duke skip. Because normally you have to die to the upcoming boss thief. Like, there's a scripted death. You have to die, then you respawn in prison area, have to get out of there, back to the archives, and you can skip all of that just by doing the Duke skip. By using that elevator, what's it called? Ledge?
Yeah.
I failed.
I think Ledge is the right word. Also railing, maybe.
Yeah, railing. Railing is the word I was looking for. So you drop on the railing and from the railing down to another railing, and from there back inbounds to the like that, exactly.
All right, he got
And
it.
then
He
you
also
skip like 3 minutes of the game.
I think it's even 5 minutes.
A lot.
It's definitely a lot. He also set up RTSR already, which is really convenient because he's gonna do a couple of fall control things. First, he's gonna do the ladder skip.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many skips there's already. Yeah.
Where's UC Settbooster, by the way, attempting the Quantum storage right now?
Oh, right, yeah, that's probably something we should mention now. He's gonna sell boss souls, for example, Quillexo, and he's just gonna sell it 999 times, which makes him get almost 10 million souls, which is somewhat sufficient for leveling up for the rest of the run. Funnily enough, you can't do that with Smo's soul, because it's only worth 1 soul, because Fremd apparently hates Smo. You can only do it with, like, I don't know, Iron Golem, Quelaag. If you kill Ornstein, you could do it with them, but Fremd apparently hates Smo. So
yeah, so he only
gives
gives you 1 soul for the small soul, which is not quite worth it. And Seatwell here doing the Crystal Cave Falcon Roll out on an invisible path.
Yeah.
There are a few of them in the cave, which is really confusing if you first get there, but you'll get used to it. Then he goes on another invisible path, and then he will face the area boss, Sieve the Scaleless. So Settbooster using his like 18 million souls to do quite a few of level ups.
Yeah, he also bought, I think we missed it, but he also bought like 999 soul spears. Set of soul spears. Actually, you buy 4 soul spears per set, and he bought 999 sets of those. Something along those lines. And he just got like, I don't know, 7 attunement slots. So
Yeah.
he is stocked up on soul spears, and soul spears deal a lot of damage if you have that much intelligence.
So Seatwell on the other side, destroying the crystal. You actually need to destroy the crystal down there to be able to damage Sieve even.
Yeah.
He will be invincible if you don't destroy the crystal.
It's the primordial crystal that gives Sieve immortality.
Yeah, basically even more lore.
Yeah. Well, this run is full of lore. It's nice.
It's just Dark Souls lore everywhere.
I think Siege is actually on sub 126 pace, yes. Sub 126 RTA would be one of the first runs in this tournament until now. Then again...
25, like we have 3-1-2, 25 runs I believe.
Yeah. Then again, the top 3 runners didn't run yet, so...
So Settbooster doing the super comfy Soul Spear Hydra, where you just hit 3 heads with Soul Spear and Hydra's dead, like that.
Yeah. He also can just spam Soul Spear, to be honest, without worrying about not having enough of them, because he has 24 currently. So that should be enough for about everything that's coming up.
So on Seatwell's side, the first time he actually uses the Belong Twin Quest Ring that buffs magic damage in order to kill the butterfly in 5 casts instead of 6.
Actually waiting for the magic attack to not risk dying, probably a smart decision in that case, because a few of the attacks can kill you quite quickly. Also using the last homeward bone, maybe he will switch to Dark Sign now? I mean, he's going for the DLC, maybe he just buys new ones at the merchant after the wood skip. Also setting up RTSR for Butterfly would be slower, even though he would need less soul spears, or great heavy soul arrows rather, so he just uses the bellowing drain quest ring.
Settbooster on the end just freed Dusk and will now actually walk back to where Dusk places her 7th sign, so he can buy Hidden Body earlier and obviously get the Dusk Crown later on, which boosts magic damage by 20%, I believe, to deal even more damage.
I actually never ran any route of this game with magic. I just prefer melee. Oh yeah. As you said, oh wow, that was close. Settbooster summoning Dusk, killing 1 or 2 crystal golems so they don't kill Dusk, because if that happens,
Actually,
we
has
have
trouble
an issue.
finding the sound sign right now.
Oh, okay. Should be in the water?
I hope.
I-
I hope he didn't say like no to Dusk. That might.
Yeah, I hope he didn't say no, because
That might be a problem.
I mean, only for the Dust Crown, everything else would be fine. Oh, there it is. Okay, maybe he didn't quit out after talking to Dusk, because you need to do that. Siegewell actually taking the safety bonfire before Guardian.
Wow, what a pleb.
Dang. I hope he doesn't get the Dutch Guardian.
I expected more of Siege, to be honest, but well.
Fail as a pleb confirmed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm super disappointed now.
Oh, just wait until I get sub-bolt in all bosses with Dragon Tooth +5.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen.
Definitely
decent RNG by a Guardian with a single lightning bolt.
Yeah, also 3 hits is quite comfortable, because Guardian also staggers after each hit with a Dragon Tooth, so yeah. I wonder what type of setup Siege is gonna do for the Royal Wood skip. If he's gonna do the standard setup or just walk
Apparently,
out.
okay.
Oh,
just remember to take another Peach Bonfire.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disgusted by that, but
yeah, who does that, right?
Let's let him do his thing.
Also upcoming on Settbooster side, which is interesting, RTS... Oh, wait. Oh, he didn't switch to rings yet. He should have RTSR. RTSR...
Yeah, I actually got fooled by that too.
RTSR, a lot of intelligence, a lot of soul spears. Sif is gonna die really quick.
And he's gonna crit out, so he gets the confused Sif, which might actually be faster if you do magic. I'm not sure about it.
Wait, that's an actual strategy. Oh man, I didn't know about
that. Because now you get Sif turning the back to you, because he expects you to come in from the front.
Interesting. Yeah, of course. Huh.
Now you get... Well, you could get an easy soul spear.
I mean, to be honest, 2 soul spears and 1 homing soul mass is quite a quick fight. Going for the safeties almost just because he can. Homing out. No issues there.
Siegewell going for the Royal Wood skip here. Let's see what setup he does.
Oh,
Apparently backstep.
Stannis version. And instantly gets it. Usually people have problems with the Stannis setup, at least to my knowledge. Like me, for example. And Captain as well. I think he does his own setup now.
Critting out. I'm not sure if that's RDA-wise faster than just letting it go down.
Yeah, but he has to get rid of fall control because he wants to set up RTSR.
Right, I didn't thought about it. That makes actually sense. Sorry.
No worries. I would say Siegewell is ahead by a couple of minutes. He's also gonna buy some green blossoms, I imagine.
Yeah, 5 green blossoms just for the stamina regeneration they give you. It's really good.
He's only buying 5 green blossoms, even though he has much more souls. I'm just gonna buy like 99 every time, because I can. Buying 2 homeward bones, 2 fire bombs, and 1 Lloyd's talisman. Very specific. But then again, he knows what he needs, so...
Yeah. Settbooster just had a super comfy Guardian... not Guardian, sorry. Moonlight Butterfly fight with Soul Spears.
Right, Siegewell killing Artorias, even though he had some placement issues with the boss. Nothing to worry about though. Yeah, once you get so many Soul Spears, a lot of bosses become more comfortable. Like, by a lot.
I also believe that Settbooster will show off the Duke Warp technique to get around the Duke skip. Yeah.
Interesting.
You won't do the normal Duke skip, but the safer but slower version that got discovered fairly recently.
Also, Siegewell is gonna equip Fabring soon. He talked to me about having Fast roll from Manus and
Ooh.
Calamite.
Settbooster got hit by the boar. Luckily, it's like 3 million HP, so it doesn't matter too
Yeah.
much.
Just level like 60 vitality, it doesn't matter. Can just tank everything. Also, he will have the much more comfortable... Wait, is it more comfortable? I don't know. He can just kill the Crystal Golem with magic. For the Broken Pendant, which he needs to enter the DLC.
So Siegewell just making his way through the doggos down there to trigger Calamite. Because Calamite is actually... Like, the game doesn't just give you the fight for free. You actually have to work to earn it. You first have to trigger Calamite by walking down here. No, die yourself, Calamite just fly by. Then you have, like, if you don't want to like stand there with great shield and 999 arrows, but actually fight him normally, you have to talk to Garo to shoot Calamite down. In order to talk to Garo, you have to get a key, and then you're allowed to fight the dragon.
Yeah. And that's why he needs the Lloyd's Talisman, basically.
So, and now we see the Duke upward at Settbooster stage, hopefully.
I'm very interested in that because I actually never saw it in person. Only heard people talking about it. Very interesting. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty much upwarp. Interesting.
And I was gonna fall control crit out down there on a through two floors that don't actually exist.
Yeah. And he got it pretty perfect. So now he just has to run around and he's good to go. It's a much safer option, I would say, for people who have fall control.
Yeah, it's way easier to learn it than the normal Duke skill. But as I said, it's much slower.
Yeah.
50 seconds in-game time and you do like 2 crit outs. I guess one of them doesn't really matter because you should warp up the elevator.
I like how he just uses homing soul mass every now and then because he can. And just kills 1 or 2 enemies. Because it just doesn't matter. Oh, getting hit by the channel. That's actually scary in this case. Also, healing that was risky, I would say.
Yeah, this was kind of ballsy. And he's taking the ladder here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Siegewell, quite a bit of running through the DLC.
Yeah.
He got the key from the Mimic, where he used the Lloyd's Talisman he bought. And actually gonna do the crit out down there. Saves 1 second to do the full control crit out. And is gonna make his way to Manus now, which is probably one of the hardest fights in this run. And I guess he's gonna pick up the Dark Beat spell on the way too.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Settbooster also taking the bonfire safety reasons. Again, he doesn't have to do the Duke Warp a second time if he dies now. Let's hope he doesn't, but definitely understandable. I wonder if he's... No, he doesn't have to pick up anything else anymore in this run, I would say. Maybe he's gonna pick up
I
Dark,
think he's going for the Tin Crystallization Crystal too.
What?
You
Catalyst.
mentioned something like that? Yeah, Catalyst, sorry.
Crystallization crystal.
Crystal to crystallize everything else, obviously.
Yeah, yeah, that's an interesting strategy. It boosts your magic damage, but it also halves your spell uses, which usually is an issue. But in this case, he has like 36, I think, right now.
Yeah, with
soul
the
spears.
Dusk Ring.
So it doesn't matter at all. He still has 18 soul spears, and if he sets up Artisar, he does like what 1000 damage each. So he can kill all the bosses at least twice in this game.
Oh, Siegewell encountered Manus now. It's always an interesting fight.
Yeah.
Ooh, roll attack into running away. That's really efficient. I'll have to copy that.
Yeah.
Shamelessly.
Siegewell is always up to those. Oh,
And that's a free kill there.
Yeah, I confused it with the rain, which you can still go for the kill, and it's a double KO in that case. I wanted to say he goes for a double KO, but no, never mind. Another magic attack. Why is he warping? Yeah, okay. I thought he was warping to the sanctuary for a second, but no.
I didn't get a RTSR setup on Settbooster side.
Also, oh wow, going
Ooh.
for that's
Wow.
really risky. I'm not sure if I would
Well,
go for that.
okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I got eaten.
I'm not sure if he wants to go for that. He should just kill Steve off.
Apparently it tries to, but I would rather fight Steve for life, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's.
I guess.
Wait,
oh, wait, he doesn't? He's still,
what
still
is he
trying
doing?
to do it. And at that point, I don't think it saves any time anymore.
No, I don't think so either.
Well, I mean...
Oh, booster. Okay, Captain just mentioning that Settbooster actually learned all bosses just for the tournament. He didn't do any other runs before that, I guess. I also learned all bosses for this tournament.
yeah, same.
But then again, I have some experience in Force Quit and any
He's
percent.
still trying to get it set up. I don't think that will work out.
Oh god!
Wow, what the...
The 1 HP
Okay.
setup.
Okay,
Right.
completely calculated. I didn't say anything. Perfect
Yeah.
setup.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. Let's
He's
go.
gonna save like 2 soul spears. I'm not sure if that's worth it, but sure.
And kills the clam so it isn't in a fight.
He wants the RTSR and he got it. So
yeah. Certainly did. And now he's gonna... Doesn't really want to free aim. You want to hit the card and deal even more damage to Thief than normally.
Yeah,
I guess he's not confident in his free aim skills, so he just goes right next to Thief.
I like how he always does one more spell use for a good measure after he kills the boss, just because it doesn't really matter. Also waiting with the bone out, so he doesn't bone out too early like other racers.
Yeah, that would be really dumb.
Yeah. Really good strategy.
Now, making his way to Logan. Let's see if he actually buys Crystal Soul Spears too.
I mean, he could just buy like, what, 999?
Yeah,
he's gonna
he goes
do that.
for
Nice.
Grand Storage again, going for the Crystal Soul Spears for even more damage.
Yeah, the Crystal Soul Spears definitely deal way more damage. And now
he's probably gonna slaughter Logan mercilessly.
Yeah, it's 2-shot, but you have to be careful still. I mean, he has enough vitality, so he doesn't have to care. Also, Siegewell fighting Calamite, which
at that point, Siegewell's ruin is basically not that important anymore. Just want to see the Crystal Soul Spears.
Still a somewhat scary fight for him, because he needs... Yeah, okay, he got it.
Okay, got it. Yeah, the Calamite Stomp is actually somewhat scary, because the hitbox comes down earlier than their legs would
Also
imply.
something we didn't mention yet, he still has the pike in his inventory, so he isn't able to pick up any more items. So yeah, everything he wants to use he got before buying that 999 pikes. Interesting to see that he is running around for like 40 minutes by now almost. Let's say 35 minutes and not picking up anything.
Also, Settbooster took the safety bonfire before Thief, so he has to walk back to Dark, through the whole Dark route from Undead Parish now, because he lost the bonfire there by taking the safety bonfire. I guess it's obviously it's safe, that's why it's a safety bonfire, but it loses a lot of time because you have to run quite a bit.
Alright, Captain just throwing in that he picked up Darkbeat, of course, but because it's a spell, it doesn't weigh anything. So you can pick up things that don't weigh anything, but that's a very marginal amount of things. But yeah, had to correct myself there.
Yeah, Siegewell making his way down to Meteor, another Lord's Soul. Let's see if he goes for the Fall Control Quit Out or the Plunge there. I mean, his reputation means that he has to go for the plunge, but let's see what he actually does. Doesn't look like he's plunging. Still has the Callus in hand.
Oh, no, he's just going for the normal fall
No
control.
plunge here.
Feels bad, man.
Sad.
I'm not
Even
sure if
loses
we're
time
gonna...
RTA.
I'm not even sure if we're gonna see another plunge in his route. I don't think we do. I'm still somewhat confused by Settbooster actually playing online, but I guess
Not sure if that was like
that's
intentional.
something we... Yeah, I don't think it was, and that's something we might have to talk about
So,
later.
Darkbeat gonna kill Pinwheel in one hit?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yes.
Pretty much everything in the speedrun kills Pinwheel in one hit.
Well, that's true. Pinwheel is not like...
Theoretically, move swap attack is 2 hits, but you get what I mean.
Yeah. So run through the Tomb of the Giants, which is always a super annoying area for new players.
Yeah.
It's made pretty easy if you like know how to jump and run. We get through there like a minute or two. Even so, you don't see anything. Not going for the Tomb of the Giants. Fuck it, skip here.
I wonder if
Insane peaching on that side.
anyone is gonna do that. I don't think so. Or in this tournament, rather.
No, Settbooster entered the DLC now. It's gonna come up to a Guardian. Also without Artisar, and with Crystal Soul Spears and Tin Crystallization Crystal.
And
And the Crown of Dusk you picked it just
yeah,
now.
and even with the tin crystallized catalyst, maybe he's setting up Artisar this way. After seeing his
don't think so.
After seeing his clam setup, I'm not sure anymore.
Okay, everything's possible, but
he's close to Artisar now.
He's close. He's close. It might be just be the in-fight Artisar setup.
Oh god, Guardian jumping around. Oh god.
That's more than Artisar. That's 0.
Oh, that's actually really unfortunate.
Yeah, all the
Guardian
jumping
dodged.
there.
Yeah, Guardian dodged 2 or 3 attacks of him.
So Siege is gonna go for Hidden Body here for the fight, and the ring swap for Artisar. And he's
actually getting
a scream. Screams are always scary, because the timing is somewhat hard. And another scream.
Second
It's a little bit easier because he sees meter by then. So the reason why he used Hidden Body there is, as you can see, there are a lot of other skeletons in the fight with normally 8 Nito, and you don't want to have like 10 HP, which you need for Artisar, and fight against at least 4 enemies. So it's kind of
Settbooster dying again.
comfortable there. Yeah. Settbooster getting drive-by the Guardian. So Siege gonna make its way to Capri Demon now, which is also 1 hit, because
a lot of things
is balanced.
Yeah, I think if he doesn't go for Artisar Gaping, it's 3 hits. Centipede usually 2, but maybe 3. Cecil is also maybe 2, maybe 3, but usually 2. So a lot of things are gonna die really quickly now, Darkbeat. Magic is just very powerful in this game. As you can see on Settbooster's side, not using Artisar, still doing easily 1000 damage with his spell. If Guardian
not sure how that
dodge it.
It didn't hit.
Yeah, 1500. Yeah, that's...
Okay, that turned out well for him.
Siegewell dying to Capra.
Oh.
He got hit.
Double knockout on the Siegewell side.
Yeah, I think he used it somewhat too late.
Oh. That was interesting to see from that experienced winner.
I mean, that can just happen. I think he wants to be safe not to cast too early, because then Capra doesn't die and you die. So in this case, he at least killed Capra and can directly continue to Gaping Dragon.
I guess we might want to touch on Hidden Body. Hidden Body hides your body, and then enemies don't see you. That's basically what a spell does. Yeah, maybe we should have explained that earlier, but
yeah,
I guess
it drastically decreases the awareness range of enemies. So
they still hear you, sir. Which is kind of unfortunate.
It doesn't work against Go? What? Because he's blind, he can't see you anyway, and he doesn't silence. Okay, bad joke. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh god. Yeah, it also doesn't work against Thief because it's blind.
True, yeah. Also doesn't work against dogs because dogs apparently, I don't know, smell you or something. Also,
I mean, as I said, you still make sounds, so if you run right next to an enemy, they will still notice you. It's not like
Also-
the ultimate peach threat to use hidden body everywhere.
I'm not sure if it was this game or another game, but I think Hidden Body doesn't help you against skeletons or something like that. That was a weird thing about Hidden Body, I'm not sure.
Has to help against skeletons in this game for the Nito fight. To make sense.
Oh yeah, true. Maybe it was another game then. I'm not sure. Don't mind me. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I think he got a secret out, but that doesn't work still.
Yeah, he will spawn up here because you can't, after a quit-out you can't spawn on elevators because that's actually a meeting platform. Okay, Siegewell meanwhile killing
That might work, yeah.
Gaping.
Now I
quite
got the
easily.
royal skip down. It was just an easy gaping kill there, and he doesn't bow not early. Well done.
Settbooster actually saying yes to the merchant.
That's really
very
polite.
Very, yeah, indeed. Very unusual for speedrunners because usually you just spam A and that's automatically a no for him. Settbooster also setting up RTSR, I think? Wait, what is he doing?
I think it just goes for an early trigger with Colomite.
Okay.
And then fight
I'm not
Arteris
sure.
of Artatisa, that might be.
I mean, he still
Siegewell on the
has...
other hand
Yeah?
is gonna come up to the Playtown skip, also
Oh,
called
yeah.
Master Key skip, because it skips needing the Master Key. Where you will
Which actually doesn't save too much in-game, too much RTA.
Yeah, but, well, it's still cool to show off. So, basically, he will go out of bounds in the New Londo area, like he did on the way to Four Kings, and then he will jump down from New Londo to Quellax's domain and do a fall control build out there. So, yeah, if you've never seen this, be prepared to get your mind blown.
Yeah. Also, Capitan making a very fitting comment about Siege dying to Capra. He probably exclaimed in that moment, like, "Oh my dog, the odds of this happening," and then just continued.
10 of 10 siege impression right there.
I'm already ashamed that I even attempted to do it.
Honestly, just take a normal sentence and put "oh my dog" somewhere there and you got a pretty decent siege impression.
Also, like, change your accent up between somewhat French and then Romanian, because people get confused about it.
Okay, Settbooster coming up to the Arterius fight.
Interestingly enough, he used a green blossom. Not sure how much that will help him. Does it help him? Oh wow, it fastens up his casting, I guess? Look at how fast he's casting, that's amazing. Look at how many rolls Artorias is doing, what the...
Arterius.
Okay.
Dodging everything, and while we were distracted, Siege actually got the Playtown skip, and is now at Quellax's domain, skipping the whole of Playtown. That's why it's called Playtown skip. And as I said, the reason to need Master Key for the little door between New Londo and the Drake Valley. There's also a little cool, never used skip from Firelink Shrine to the Valley.
Oh yeah, true.
That's pretty...
Speedrunners didn't find it to be useful in any route yet, and it's very complicated to my knowledge.
Yeah, but it looks really cool. But
Yeah.
sadly, yeah, it's just too slow to get used in any road. So, Siege is gonna do the whole Isleaf area now. Shouldn't be that difficult considering he has Dark Beach available. Levels up even more intelligence.
Yeah, I think he
And
said something.
actually, yeah, going for the Fire Sage before Keesless.
Yeah, I think he said something about only needing like one hit with the Dragon Tooth and then 3 Dark Beats, something like that.
So the Fire Sage Elevator Club is a really interesting glitch in the game, or well, skip. Because Camus noticed that when you quit out, you get pushed back just a little bit, comparing to your position before the quit out. And he also noticed that this elevator loads in slower than the rest of the area, which is because it belongs to another area than what it is normally in. Like, it is in Quelax domain, but it belongs to the demon worlds. So it loads in slower than your character, and by quitting out over and over again at the edge of the elevator, you eventually clip the ridge, as you just saw. And then you can plunge to the Fire Sage, the Demon Fire Sage, taking no fall damage at all. And that saves like a minute.
Yeah, at least you save a lot of running around, indeed. Also, I like Settbooster's route more and more because he just killed one of the monkey heads after getting the Crest Cree with a Crystal Soul Spill just because he could. It's just fun to see. Siegewell actually remembering to equip the Estus Flask because yesterday he died after Centipede.
It would actually be pretty bad because I don't think he took the bonfire there.
Maybe he just forgot about it. Alright, going for
If he would die, I would have to kill first Siegewell and then run around again to get back there, but he doesn't, so everything should go well.
I don't think he would have to because the elevator's activated.
Oh right, the elevator's activated. I sometimes forget it. That it actually gets activated after you kill Fire Sage Demon.
Not taking the bonfire before Bed of Chaos. This is a ballsy move in the tournament because some players had issues with it, which is completely understandable. The Bed of Chaos fight is somewhat lackluster.
Picking up Dark Beat now on his way to minus to get even more damage in, just in case Crystal Source be one enough.
Yeah. You know about those 20 Crystal Soul Spears? Well, I also have 6 Dark Beats. Alright. Also taking a very interesting path. It has been a long time since I last saw that path. Maybe scared of the humanities?
Normally the non-hidden body path, if you don't have hidden body.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, works out. Now ring swap plus fall damage to RTSR, unless he doesn't want to fight minus with RTSR, which I guess he doesn't want to. It takes a long power around again. And just hidden body running out just before the fog gate, so I can green plus him up again.
Yeah. Pretty perfect. Also not needing to do RTSR from Manus is very comfortable. Just being able to take a couple of hits and spamming magic.
Yeah, I believe that Settbooster actually never went into the DLC before he learned the speedrun for all bosses. He just played the base game. So I guess it kind of makes sense that he uses a lot of Peach's threats for all these bosses. Oh, actually duping the bones while having 23 of them. Don't think that was necessary, but all power them. So, now, Bed of Chaos. Toki Bombs.
I'm not gonna talk about it because I actually failed it, I think yesterday, so...
Oh, so the
actually,
Bed of
I
Chaos
didn't fail the Toki Bombs. I failed rolling through the routes after that.
Ah, well. So the Bed of Chaos fight is a really unique fight, and also a really bad fight in Dark Souls 1. Because there are 2 orbs on both sides of this tree you have to destroy in order to destroy the shield in the middle. We're just gonna do that with the Toki Bomb called Bomb Strike. I just throw fire bombs over there. And then you have to roll through there, hope you don't get Firestorm, because he actually didn't heal up at all.
Which doesn't make a difference actually, because he would have been a one-hit anyways. He has base vitality at this point.
Ah, well, in that case, never mind.
Also, he did the ring swap there, which was interesting to set up RTSR here.
Oh, I see. Well, got Bed of Chaos down, didn't fail any bombs. And now making his way to Teasless, which is the second to last boss, I think. Only Grin after what's left, right?
I think so? I'm not sure if he's missing something else.
Should have taken notes about what he killed. Well, we'll see in a bit. Teasless doesn't really pose a threat with Dark Beat and RTSR, because it dies in 2 hits unless you fail the Dark Beat.
Yeah. He also mentioned that he will always do 3 dark beats, just to be sure he's dead. Just one more dark beat. You have it.
Why not?
Doesn't cost any time because you have to delay your homeward bone anyways. Just cast it a 3rd time.
That's 2. Yeah.
He didn't need it, he just did it.
Why not go for the safety?
Yeah. Also didn't bone out early, luckily. Also didn't get the frame perfect bone out like Captain did in his world record.
Dang. So, Settbooster going for the Calamite fight here. Should heal up before that though, but hit quite a lot, and he has to take fall damage to get down in the arena. Unless he wants to take the ladder, I guess.
Yeah, you can just... What is he doing? Oh, is he gonna do just fall control?
Might do fall control. Alright, no, he's gonna take the ladder.
Interesting, okay. I mean, sure. Why not? He has RTSR, that's fine.
And
Also
yeah,
used Green Blossom.
Siegewell on his way to the last boss, Quinn.
Yeah. Also on his way
soon.
to set a new RTA best time for this tournament.
If he doesn't die in the kill here, that's gonna be a tournament PV for RTA here.
Yeah. I like how Settbooster actually... Oh, shoot. That's really unfortunate.
I think he misread the attack there.
Yeah, I think the fast jumping attack is just something that's unexpected. It's really unfortunate because I wanted to say I like how he's doing RTSR for Calamitor actually, because that's 3 Crystal Soul Spears, which is super fast. Sadly he died though.
Yeah, I think he misread the attack there, thinking when Calamite would go for the Fire Breath. But it kind of looked like it for me too, from his perspective.
Do we actually want to take Siegewell in the
I mean, if he wants to.
I don't
guess
think
we can ask him afterwards.
He probably wants to
talk about as well.
He probably wants to drink a glass of apple juice or something. I don't know. Calm down all the dogs around his area. Yeah.
Careful. Yeah.
Probably gonna exclaim that loudly.
Roll, just in case the Halberd Knight hits through the fog gate, and now 2 dark beats, and the final boss is down.
Yeah. Nicely done. Really good run from Siegewell.
Damn good run.
Yeah, he died twice in the Painted World, but other than that, I think it was deathless. So, yeah. 122.53. Lichban actually calling it. Nice. That was really good. Oh yeah, because he saw it on Lichban's on Siegewell's stream.
Yeah,
Alright, Lichban confirmed cheater.
Alright, I'm gonna ask him if he wants to join.
Yeah, sure. Might be able to switch audio, I'm not sure. But yeah, that was a very respectable run from Siegewell. Actually finishing sub 123, having almost 2.5 minutes advantage of the earlier best run of the tournament.
Ooh, that was close for Settbooster there. Almost got it by the head.
Yeah, but he
made it.
Yeah, somewhat easily killing.
His souls for good measure.
Yeah, doesn't need it, doesn't matter. Also wanted to dupe his homeward bone and he has like 23 or something, so I guess that's fine. Alright, I'm not actually sure what's left for Settbooster. I guess he's going for Capra... No. He's going for 4 Kings now? Oh, he's Yeah, I guess he's going for 4 king.
Probably. Well, he also has the bit of Chaos segment left, I believe. I think
Oh
he took the
God.
daughter of Chaos Bonfire down there,
Yeah,
right?
he did. But I guess he's going. Yeah, he's going for the. Wait, did he just equip the Calamity Ring? Oh God, Settbooster.
Please, unequip that.
Oh God.
So the Calamity Ring is a ring drop by Calamity that doubles the damage you receive. That's yeah. It's basically only in there for challenge runs.
What? For the setup? What the? Okay.
Let's see.
If he gets RTSR setup with this ring on, I will be very impressed.
Yeah. Oh,
What?
he actually goes for it.
What?
Oh God.
Holy what?
Holy. Okay. How much testing did he do? Okay. Didn't quite work out, but it looked really well actually.
Oh, I'm thoroughly impressed that he even tried to do that.
That was interesting. I mean, I guess if you're not comfortable with the elevator setup, where you like drop onto the falling elevator at a certain time, you search for different setups. I mean, normally you would go for the hollows down there to just hit you a bit, but I guess that works too.
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
that is
very impressive.
Oh, well, I guess he doesn't want to go for it again.
Yeah, somewhat
I hope
understandable to be honest.
He remembers to equip the...
Wait, what is... What? Why is he going back?
Okay, now I'm confused.
What is he thinking about? What? Oh, he wants to equip some other...
Dark Beat.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not sure how much this matters for him right now, but I'm somewhat confused by this route, but I like it. So, okay. Now typing, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Just trying to reach Siegewell.
He's probably in his Romanian spa, surrounded by dogs, relaxing, I don't know.
Let's see if Settbooster is gonna do the same setup again.
Are you okay with it? I would like to be AFK for like 2 minutes, and then
Sure,
I'll be right back.
No problem.
Alright, thanks. I'll be right back.
Take over for that time then. 1:16:55 in-game time for Siegewell. That is good for no reset run, definitely. So, Settbooster not going for us out this time, or is he? Always has very interesting setups. It's just to hope that he remembers to equip the... Okay, that was another perfect setup there. I'm now gonna do Seal Skip. Yeah, with fall control, I hope so. Oh, actually, the non-fall control version with fall control, instead of going for the jump, just drops down the ledge with fall control. I guess that works too. Normally you would jump just straight where he is now. And now he hopefully trips the Covenant of the Artorias. Yeah, he does. And he might be able, he should be able actually, to get 1 king in this fight. And deplete the whole health bar of all 4 kings in just one go. Okay, dropping an item there just for orientation, because his, well, suppose the room doesn't leave too much for you to see where the kings will spawn. And that's just a little bit too slow. Just shy of getting 1 king. And that's why I dropped the item there, because the second king will spawn very near it. That's one heartbeat for that king, and he's gonna go down quite easily.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. I see he has successfully finished up 4 kings. So now he's going for Stray? Demon, I guess? Wait, where is he going? What? What?
Okay.
I think he's confused.
Okay. I think he found his way now. Okay, and we're gonna have a talk with Siegewell soon. Just needs a little bit to calm down.
This is still the first round in a war. Yeah. Since it's double elimination, first round will most likely be good and experienced players versus newer, slightly unexperienced players. For example, in this case, Siegewell, the quite experienced player, and Settbooster, who's very new to this game. And then second round will be more even, and also losers bracket will be more even.
So, Settbooster following in the steps of Siegewell of failing there to get on that pillar, but now he gets it. Will it be on his way to Stray Demon, I guess?
Yeah.
Let's see if it goes for Artisar there. Just pretty easy setup. Just gotta do the ring swap with this crown ring to half your health. Then get back to another ring so you receive full fall damage. And then you drop in the arena and you have red tier stone ring set up and ready to boost your damage by a lot.
Yeah. I'm not sure what type of RTSR setup he's gonna use for. Maybe he's just not gonna use any RTSR straight up for.
Yeah, might as well.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, he has so many spells he can use. Oh,
So
actually.
many boosts.
Oh, RTSR setup, never mind.
That's a good Artisar setup there.
Settbooster with the special RTSR setups, which no one expects. Really nice. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, a lot of testing advantages, I would say. I mean, not in that one specifically, but the New Londo and the Clam setups definitely looked like he's used to them and tested them out.
Not going for
Still
the.
duping bots.
I mean, that's just like muscle memory now. Once you know how to do it, you just do it, I guess.
Now he's gonna go for the Unlama segment, killing Gwendolyn and Priscilla. Took the tomb there, so he can just go directly to Gwendolyn.
Has to get the elevator back down. That's what we mentioned earlier with Siegewell doing the jump and then quit out. It resets the elevator to the not default position, but the position it was on before he moved it upwards. And Settbooster had to, well, use the lever to get the elevator back down.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of time that, like, to not have to get the elevator back down. Obviously more in-game time, which is like what the game is normally measured by, like the speed on the leaderboards. But I think it should also save a little bit of RTA. So just casually killing Gwendolyn in the first rotation without even any RTSR setup.
I mean,
I mean, it
sure.
just has enough damage boost, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what I expected, but He has enough damage.
Kind of disappointing that I need 2 Dark Beasts, to be honest.
Yeah, it's somewhat unfortunate that we can't hear set boosters in-game audio, but then again, it's not too important, I guess. I don't hear anything right now, though. Like, I have no sound at all. Apparently, there's the Dark Souls soundtrack in the background. We don't hear that in our preview window, so yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
so Settbooster on his way to Painted World. I will fight Priscilla. Let's see if it goes for the Wolfie tactic of just aggroing air and then spamming Dark Beats throughout the whole room and hoping to find her.
I don't think he's sat down at the bonfire, so he just has 1 Dark Beat left. He can...
Oh, okay.
Never mind, never mind. I didn't say anything. He has all of the Dark Beats left. Don't mind me. Doing Duskcrown Ring as well, probably switching to the other catalyst. So he has 12, I believe. I think he has 12 Dark Beats.
Uses the Hollows there to help Artias are kind of risky. Because he might just get the Mount Glitch in a Priscilla fight. Yeah, if you one-shot Priscilla, there's a chance that you get a glitch where her dialogue just loops after you killed her, and then you are soft-locked.
Yeah, you can't leave
how-
the painted world.
Yeah.
And
Like,
actually,
reloading the game, killing yourself, nothing helps, really. You're soft-locked forever in there.
yeah,
Actually going for the Undead Dragon Road, which is, I think, at least in-game time, a little bit faster than a ledge drop. If you can kill him in, well,
I mean,
fast.
he did 3,700 damage.
Yeah,
with-
it should be enough.
Yeah, I think that's good enough. He's
Yeah.
Purposefully unequipping the Duskcrown? Maybe to avoid the Moan glitch? But I think if he wants to avoid it, then he has to unequip the TSR as well.
Yeah, it's obvious also safer to go for the Undead Dragon, because there won't be enemies on the bridge down if you go over that way. Well, at least not in your way, so he doesn't get killed by them. Let's see. Yeah, actually preventing the Monk glitch there.
Nice. I didn't think about
Just
that, but now
barely.
he's doing the Wolfie strat. And
Ooh,
scary.
didn't hit her yet. That's...
Yeah, okay. Now I got that.
Okay. Just missed her in the middle, I guess. That was spooky.
Yeah, but he's fine now. Duping the Homeward Bone again, just for good measure. Having 25... Oh, wow, that throwing knife was actually pretty close to his face. That was scary. Yeah.
No.
So I think he's confused again and then going for a
I
knee.
think he has Capra and Gaping still left, or Nita, or the Isle segment.
Yeah. He has nothing left in the direction he's walking right now. I think. Where is he going? What? What? Huh.
I feel like he's as confused as we are right now, so
Yeah.
that's fair play.
Might want to pick up something here?
Okay.
Wait, doesn't he know the other way?
I
He maybe
guess
doesn't
so.
know that there's another way.
Maybe we should show him the way to Nita.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, it works. Certainly is cool little platforming, but yeah, you
Yeah.
can't get there faster by just walking around.
I mean, if he just picked up the game for this tournament and learned it, then it's really respectable how fast he has gotten with all of this. So, Furious typing again.
Yeah, type is
I guess. Yeah, okay. I wonder if he's gonna quit out at this pillar. It's usually... Yeah, okay, he's gonna do it. It's usually safer, but it loses some RTA. I think it's actually faster in-game time-wise, but since this tournament is an RTA, quitting out there is just for safety. He's also probably... Yeah, he's gonna do the fall control quit out, which is... I would consider safer than actually rolling down the other things. Then again, you can... Yeah, he got hit by the... Oh.
He got a crash,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's a crash.
Yeah, he got a crash. That can happen
Yeah.
at that point.
This place is notorious for crashing, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of
Especially-
unfortunate.
Especially if you get hit or something during the fall or something. Maybe he's also setting his team to offline now? Probably not. I don't think so. Alright.
Sorry.
You could just mute yourself, you know?
No, I can't. Takes too long.
Dang it.
Okay, that crash is really kind of annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, he still is online.
It doesn't matter too much in-game time, like if you measure it in-game time.
Yeah.
Because your in-game time actually gets reset too. So it just lose the in-game time of the stand-up animation, but RTA obviously is a huge time loss.
Yeah, I think it was almost 1.5 minutes now, especially with intro logos, which is something that if you run Force Quit, you especially want the no logo mod. It is possible to modify the game so you don't have the logos in the beginning, which saves, I don't know, 40 seconds per load, per start of the game, something like that. It saves a lot of time. Alright, yeah, pinwheel not really an issue for Settbooster. Alright, he got it. Nice. Good thing he has an extraordinary amount of sorceries. Accuracy isn't really important. Sadly, he forgot his mouse cursor in the game window, so now I made you all see that and regret your...
Okay.
Oh,
now
hello.
We got
Oh, my dog.
the winner
We have
of
the winner.
match.
Hi.
So,
Oh, my dog. I
Hi
will
there,
be
Siegewell.
so happy with that run, except for the slight train wreck at the Painted World. I think I lost like 2-3 minutes there with the double deaths. But other than that, though, I mean, that was pretty solid.
any comment
Yeah.
on the Capra fight?
Yeah, I did get a double KO and missed the Duke skip and missed the straight jump, but for a race and for running the Mail Draker out, it's still pretty nice.
Yeah,
The Painted World.
122.53 RTA, that's the best we have so far in the tournament.
By a long shot, actually, over 2 minutes.
Yeah. Do you feel like you can take the whole thing now?
Well, let's just say I have a strong chance against Kamul in the final, and I will make it in the final.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
the confidence. Alright, let's see what Captain has to say about that later. In like 2 weeks or something.
I mean, your first opponent will be Sastutin. Do you think you can beat Sastutin, I guess, if you want to get in the final?
Well, first I must go through Alibaba.
Oh, right. I had a bracket wrong in my memory. So, Alibaba, how do you think your chances are against Alibaba?
Well, Alibaba seems to have some newfound confidence, but I'll quickly shatter it.
Oh
Even
man.
though in this race I was a bit nervous, as you could see, I failed a bit too many move swaps and a couple of brain farts towards the beginning and at the middle part, but I guess that was to be expected.
Well, you have all the time you need to build up your nerves until the grand final against Kamul, as you said. So, good luck on your journey there.
Thanks. I actually
Alright.
didn't expect this one to go so well, the first one, but yeah, that's nice. that it's the fastest time so far.
I appreciate the interview, but I think we should also still somewhat at least commentate Settbooster's run. He's going for
he's
the
doing it too.
yeah, he's going for the Havel super safety, no RTSR strat. At
Well, I mean,
well,
still on
okay,
2 dark beach.
yeah, 2 dark beats, no problem there. All
Yeah,
right.
damage output at this point is just ridiculous.
I mean, yeah. Also waiting for the Lord Soul, which is a smart idea because boning out early. Yeah.
Yeah, so, one last question, Siege. What do you think is your biggest weak point during the route or run you do? What is the most mocha shake part for you?
In this run,
Yes.
well, I guess probably the beginning, really, up until ONS. I'm so scared to die early.
least
There's
you
a couple of
remember all
awkward
the-
spots where I can die early on.
At least you remembered
But-
all the safety bonfires.
Yeah, I almost went past a couple of them. But
I mean, you
worked out in
went
the end.
past the one
Yeah, we
for
noticed.
Bed of Chaos.
Like, yeah,
Oh,
you're
no,
hard
no.
to turn to...
Yeah, that one I'm not gonna take, because the elevator, actually, when you do Fire Sage elevator clip, conveniently enough, the elevator is there. If you die, you can use it. So it's not
Yeah.
that big of a deal, that big of a run.
Alright.
Well, then thanks for the interview. See you against Alibaba later on.
Later on in like 1 week.
Yeah, good luck on your journey to winning this whole thing.
Alright, thank you. Well, I'm gonna leave you then. Thanks for having me. Bye bye.
Very welcome. Thank you. Alright, interestingly enough, before doing the lower undead berg skip, Settbooster killed all the hollows around there with homing soul mass. They can be quite a pain to navigate around when doing the lower undead berg skip, so it's somewhat understandable. Also, he's almost able to set up RTSR for gaping. I'm not sure if he wants to. I'm pretty sure he doesn't need to.
Yeah, like, I don't think it would make that much of a difference, honestly.
Yeah.
Also, for anyone interested, there should be another race starting soon, like in 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
Over at...
Oh, right, the Immersed Kim versus Mr. Raiden race. Commentated by Mechapope and Mr. Brute on Speed Gaming 3.
Yes, so if you're interested in that race, that should start soon.
You are
However-
all interested in that race.
Definitely are. But you're also interested in seeing Settbooster finishing this up.
True.
Only Gaping and the Isle of Parch left before Gwyn, if I am not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
The Red actually blocking his way.
Oh man. Oh man. Please do an
That can
R2.
really go wrong if he gets poisoned, but okay,
Never
he
mind.
gets through there. That Red can kill runs.
The problem is, if you have
And-
RTSR set up and don't wear any clothes, I think it's a one-hit poison. So you get damage, you get poisoned, and then you might not have Estus equipped or something like that, and you might die to the poison.
Yeah.
Scary stuff. I wonder if that's gonna be a one-hit. Is it? No. But
Just
I mean,
no.
it's a lot of.
Maybe if all 6 hit ahead, Red used more damage, it might have been a poison. Poison, a one hit.
At least he threw the idea of cubing away with the Homeward Bones.
Yep.
Alright,
like
now Daughter of Chaos, so Cecil's Fire Sage, Centipede, Bed of Chaos, and Gwyn left for him. If it works out, he should be done in like 12, 13 minutes, something like that.
Yeah. So, just a few verses down here in arguably one of the worst areas of the game, but I'm not gonna start that discussion.
Yeah. It's just not a pleasure playing it, either casually nor as in the speedrun. It's just somewhat boring. But yeah.
Let's see if he actually sets up RTSR for thesis. Doesn't look like it. But I don't think he needs more casts than Siege. Just because
Yeah.
there's like 60 intelligence more. He has the Dusk Ring, he has the Catalyst, I think. Catalyst.
Not Logan's Catalyst, because that's another one, but the one you get
Yeah.
from killing Logan.
Logan Strange has 2 Catalysts. Because
Yeah.
he's such a good magician, he needs to.
Yeah, he's just dual wielding those catalysts.
I mean, that would be kind of scary. I mean, just imagine like power stance soul spears coming their way.
That would be actually quite amazing. Just like dual dark beats. 360 dark beat or something.
Taking a long way around. I guess.
I'm not actually sure if that's much slower.
Surprisingly fast, actually. I
Yeah.
expected it to be long. I didn't walk it like in a year or something.
Yeah, same. Actually, that path is not too scary. Yeah,
And then
easily
he's
killing it with
just
two.
two dark beats, just like Siege.
Not even going
out
for
of
the
his
safety third one. Waiting for, victory achieved. He's just playing it safe at this point, which is probably a good idea.
He didn't rest at the
Wait,
bonfire down there.
Yeah, he forgot
So
to
he
rest.
respawns at Firelink.
Mm.
Always remember to rest at the bonfires you want to bone to, kids.
Always remember to rest at the boy.
English is hard sometimes. Gonna
I
equip
agree.
the Dragon Tooth here for the plunge under Fire Sage.
Yeah, you can't do the plunge with the catalyst.
Yeah, sadly not. Would be nice. At least he has a Dragon Tooth here. Other magic rods have to plunge with the fist and deal like 4 damage. But this should deal quite a lot more, like 600 I guess. No, more. I don't know, let's see. Let's just see.
Yeah. I guess I'm fine that everything that's coming up, he will be fine. He doesn't need RTSR for anything anymore. Centipede is gonna die in 2 hits anyways. Bit of chaos
That's the
is
safety
easy.
quit out here, because you might just hit the ground above the Fire Sage.
Yeah,
Don't
I
do
had that
it.
happen to me once, and that's really unfortunate.
Yeah. So
Not
the second quit out after clipping through is just for safety measures, and it worked out. He got through.
2 dark beats easily.
I wonder if he will take the one fire down there just to refresh the dark beats, because he only has 1 left. Sadly, while being a really nice catalyst with a gigantic damage boost, as I've had already mentioned, it halves your casts.
Yeah, but you can also go for what he's doing right now, wearing the Dustcrown ring, which halves your health but doubles your spell users. So now he has the normal amount of spell users. The increased damage from Dustcrown ring, the bellowing, not the bellowing, what is the ring called? The magic ring.
Yeah, bellowing.
Oh, bellowing Drancrest ring, the tin crystallization catalyst. He's doing a lot of damage.
It's actually not going for a dusk ring here.
Yeah.
I thought he would go for RTSR setup when he equipped it.
Yeah, but then he didn't unequip it, and I thought he would go
Yeah.
for the 6 pass, but apparently, yeah, okay. I mean, yeah,
I mean, yeah, that damage output.
he doesn't
Whatever,
need
really.
it at all. Oh, he still had a Dragon Tooth equipped, that's why he was mid-rolling. Okay, interesting. So now Bed of Chaos coming, I hope he practiced some Toge Bombs. If he gets that, he will be fine. I think if he doesn't... Oh, not going for the bonfire. Oh man.
Just saw the decision making there.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I agree with that decision, but sure. I think if he doesn't make any mistakes anymore, then
Might
he
just
will...
look in under 2 hours.
Yeah, I would say he will. Going the
Sticking
slightly
the-
longer way.
Branch path.
Yeah.
That's probably the path you will learn in your casual playthrough, because you dodge a lot of lava, and lava sites make a little bit of damage if you have the orange chart ring, compared to a lot of damage if you don't have it.
Yeah, if you
It's
don't have
taught
it,
by
it's
Centipede
basically...
Gaming.
Yeah, if you don't have the ring, you can't get past this area. It's just...
Yeah.
Also, if you take the longer branch path, then you encounter less of these dragon butts, which can actually, if they hit you, stagger you for roughly a second. And that can quite easily kill you, because you can get chain staggered.
That's true. And also, the lava will actually break your armor somewhat fast. So I guess most people will take the branches and then casual playthrough.
Yeah.
So I hope he remembers to equip the bombs.
I wonder how many of his fire bombs he has left. Because he picked up the... No, he bought some at the merchant. I'm not sure if he bought any at the merchant and the DLC. Huh. Nonetheless, if he gets the Toki bombs, then he will be fine. Only Gwyn left. Also, that branch can block you. Like, the pathway up here, everything tries to block you for whatever reason. Also going for the safety homing zone, that's a smart idea.
Yeah, just a kill of the Dot of Chaos there. And yeah, that left her a little bit.
She was like, wait, you come here, I will... Honestly, I should stop with these impressions.
She looked a little bit surprised there.
Oh, okay, I was about to say
going up there.
I was about to say going for the right hand bow, which is also possible, but no, he decided otherwise. Alright.
He should be fine even if he gets Firestorm here because he has a lot of HP. Unless he gets a frame perfect double Firestorm.
Yeah, I mean, that's highly unlikely. Alright, he's good.
Yeah, it hit. Perfect.
I think he
no problem,
can't die anymore. Unless he... I think he still has... No, okay. Yeah, just punch that thing. And yes, you remember Nito, you remember Four Kings, you remember Seath. This is also one of the Lord's Souls. I'm not sure why, but yeah, lore.
Lore.
Okay,
So
now he only has to go for Gwyn.
Yeah, just finishing this up, and then we're ready to stop the timer soon, I hope.
Yeah. Fremd is already sleeping.
Past bedtime for him.
Yeah.
Just our souls, the Lord Souls, you need deals to open the door. Just in case you were wondering. Now let's see if he goes for an Archie's art setup. I guess he doesn't really need it yet again.
Oh yeah, time for dogs, indeed. Frank and Z, by the way. He's actually going for the RTSR. I like it.
Then might actually like overkill Quinn by like 2000 damage or something.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know like how much damage is this.
What?
Ooh.
Wait. Did he miscalculate something?
I guess he did.
I think he ran, and you don't have to run with this amount of HP. Right? I think? Maybe he still took the counter damage and that was too much. Maybe he wants to equip some armor? I'm not actually... He has a lot of improvised RTSR setups, so I'm not sure what he has to do.
This amount of HP, I don't know like what the perfect setup is, but I guess he practiced it quite a lot for the tournament.
Okay, not going for... Okay. He might be able to get sub 2 still. I think Gwyn is gonna die fast.
Will be really close. Really close, but he might just get sub 2. It's gonna be a race against the clock here.
I mean, it's not like it really matters for him.
I mean, just that sub 2 just sounds better than like 2 hours, 50 seconds or something.
I guess it would matter for him because he would be the first person to have more than 2 hours.
Newbie actually got more.
Oh yeah, true. Newbie actually got more. Never mind. Yeah, it does matter. He can just relax now. Doesn't even matter. In the end.
Doesn't even matter. So let's go. And with the fight.
Alright, I hope. Oh,
Oh.
interesting. Not parrying.
Strafes instead of parrying.
I mean,
Works,
it works. Yeah.
So just go for a third in case he doesn't die.
I like how he. Okay, he rolled his face on his controller or something. Nice. Sub 2. 1 hour 59.50 confirmed. Very well done by Settbooster. Again, he's a very inexperienced player, and
Just sub 2.
he
Let's see
managed
if
to
we
get
can
sub
get
2
him for-
RTA, which is. I definitely respect that.
Yeah, let's see if we can in for a commentary again. I'll ask him with
You mean interview?
muted mic this time.
Oh. Sure. Alright, I'll just carry on for like half a minute then. This was Siegewell versus Settbooster, Oh My Dog versus Australian newcomer, more or less. Oh, nice. Settbooster confirming that he PB'd by about 8 minutes, which is really nice. Congrats to Settbooster in this case.
Yeah, congrats to him then. Always nice to be. And here he is, the man himself.
Hi, Settbooster.
Hello.
Congrats on your PB and congrats on the finished sub 2 hours run.
Yeah.
Very nice.
As soon as I died to that RTSR setup, I was like, no, not sub 2.
Yeah, so how do you personally feel about that run?
Oh, dude, I just like had a stroke at 4 Kings.
I mean, you had some very, very interesting RTSR setups, to put it that way. So
Well, when you go with Vit 40, you sort of have to improvise.
yeah, I
Yeah,
get
how
that.
did you come up with those, like the clam setup and the ghost setup? And
The clamp setup is just from failing RTSR from falling 100 times.
Ah, I see.
Alright. Because that one made us Monka shake a lot.
yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
supposed to happen the first time.
Also, did you want to have the calamity ring for the setup with the ghost, or was it like?
Yeah, well, yeah, I did. So usually they hit you once and sort of wait a bit. So usually it takes so long to get into RTSR range. But that's like the first time they just absolutely flurried me. It was so.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever done that. Usually they hit like slap you once and then wait 10 seconds.
I also like how you just casually did the calamity ring setup before 4 Kings, and then you had various places where you got
Also
RTSR
failed
setups.
yeah, I failed the 1 King because I forgot to attune normal crystals, normal soul spheres
Oh,
instead
you
of.
were actually going for the 1 King?
Yeah, I thought
Oh, what a bummer.
I swear I attuned like normal soul spears, but the crystal one kills them in 2 hits instead of leaves it with a little.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Too bad, because One King is always super hype
Yeah.
to see. Well, nice run. So you're going against Comney, if I read the bracket right now, in the losers bracket. How do you feel about that?
It's more of a chance for me to win than going against Siegewell, but still for me it'll be super tough to even like contend.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm quite new.
How would you rate your chances?
I'd say a good 15% chance of me winning.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get those 15% to work then.
Well, yeah, it's like I might be a lot better. Like I only learned all bosses about 5 days ago, so the learning curve is pretty tight, which is why I beat my PB by 8 minutes in this run.
Yeah. It's also really respectable, in my opinion, that you basically started when you heard about this tournament and just joined with no prior experience in this game.
I love competition and I love tournaments, even if I'm gonna be last. It's great.
Yeah, I really respect that.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice that you joined the tournament. It was really cool to have you here, and always cool like every sign-up was nice to see.
Yeah, thank you. I think
And good luck in your race against Comney then.
Yeah, it was a pleasure commentating for you.
thank you very much. Thank you guys for commentating on the race and watching. Like what was Siege's time?
He got 1 hour 22:53 RTA, and
my
in-game
God.
time was 1 hour 16:55.
Yeah, so
Wow,
easily the best
yeah.
run in the tournament so far.
Yeah,
So thanks for watching half the stream with just me.
that's fine.
Yeah, no worries. So, well, thanks for being here. Thanks for the race.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guess
And
we-
have fun on watching something else, or
Yeah, I probably will. Thank you.
Yeah, so for everyone who's still here, the race of Mr. Rainbows is just about to start right now over at Speed Gaming 3.
yeah, you should all go there.
And later on, like, well, in the middle of the night for Europeans, but for everyone who is American at 10 p.m. EDT, which is in, let me think, 13 hours, would be the next race of Regal Slayer versus next HPL.
All right.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's it from us, I guess.
Pretty much starting now. So go there. Thanks for watching, and catch you guys later.
Thanks for having us. Bye.
Bye.